This phenomenon, named after one of America's founding fathers, reveals how our behaviors influence our attitudes and perceptions of others. So, what is the Benjamin Franklin effect? Simply put, it's the tendency for people to like someone more after they've done a favor for that person. This concept may seem counterintuitive, as we might expect that doing a favor would lead to feelings of resentment or obligation. However, research suggests that our brains work in a way that makes us more likely to appreciate and admire those we've helped. To understand why this happens, let's look at the theoretical background. One key concept is cognitive dissonance theory, developed by psychologist Leon Festinger. According to this theory, when we hold two conflicting ideas or attitudes, we experience discomfort or dissonance. To reduce this discomfort, our brains tend to adjust one of the conflicting attitudes to make them more consistent. In the case of the Benjamin Franklin effect, when we do a favor for someone, our brain tries to justify this behavior by adjusting our attitude towards that person, making us like them more. Another important concept is the principle of reciprocity, which states that when someone does something for us, we feel obligated to return the favor. This principle is deeply rooted in human social behavior and can be seen in many aspects of our lives, from gift-giving to volunteering. The Benjamin Franklin effect takes this principle a step further by showing how our behaviors influence not only our actions, but also our attitudes. In one classic study, participants were asked to write an essay in favor of a controversial topic, such as raising the minimum wage. After writing the essay, participants reported feeling more positive towards the topic than they did before, even if they didn't initially agree with it. This study demonstrates how our behaviors can shape our attitudes and opinions. More recent research has explored the Benjamin Franklin effect in various contexts, including social relationships and workplace dynamics. For example, one study found that when employees were asked to help a colleague with a task, they reported feeling more positively towards that colleague afterwards. Another study showed that people who engaged in acts of kindness, such as volunteering, experienced increased feelings of happiness and well-being. So, how can understanding the Benjamin Franklin effect help us in our everyday lives? For one, it highlights the importance of reciprocity in relationships. When we do favors for others, it can create a sense of mutual obligation and strengthen our bonds with them. Additionally, recognizing the Benjamin Franklin effect can help us navigate social situations more effectively. By being aware of how our behaviors influence our attitudes, we can make more informed decisions about who we want to build relationships with. For instance, imagine you're at work and a colleague asks for your help on a project. You agree to lend a hand, even though you're not particularly close to this person. As you work together, you start to feel more positively towards your colleague. Maybe you discover shared interests or appreciate their work ethic. This is the Benjamin Franklin effect in action. By doing a favor for someone else, you've created an opportunity to build a stronger relationship and potentially even form a new friendship. In therapeutic settings, the Benjamin Franklin effect can be used to promote positive change. For example, therapists may encourage clients to engage in acts of kindness or volunteering as a way to boost their self-esteem and improve their mental well-being. By doing so, clients can develop more positive attitudes towards themselves and others, leading to increased empathy and social connections. As we conclude our exploration of the Benjamin Franklin effect, I'd like to leave you with a thought-provoking insight. The next time you find yourself doing a favor for someone, pay attention to your thoughts and feelings towards that person. You might be surprised at how your brain rationalizes your behavior, leading you to like them more as a result. Furthermore, consider how the Benjamin Franklin effect can be applied in various aspects of life, such as building stronger relationships with coworkers, improving communication with family members, or even enhancing our sense of community and social connection. By recognizing the power of reciprocity and the influence of our behaviors on our attitudes, we can cultivate more positive and meaningful relationships. That's all for today's Psych with Sigmund. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.